What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Danny Garcia knocks out Adrian Granados in 7 rounds in what was a very impressive performance, to be honest. You know, Granados, historically, he's a guy who usually comes up short at the highest level, but he can always give you a good fight. You know, we go back to his fight with Sean Porter, for example. He gave Sean Porter a really tough fight. Granados also gave Adrian Broner a really hard fight and arguably beat Broner. On my scorecard, he beat Broner. You know, Granados, he beat Amir Imam when Amir Imam was an unbeaten prospect and highly hyped. Granados, you know, he's a limited guy, but he comes to fight and he pretty much universally gives everybody problems. However, Danny Garcia dealt with Granados in very impressive fashion. He dropped Granados 3 times en route to a 7th round TKO. And yeah, I felt it was a very effective, aggressive and impressive performance from Danny Garcia. In round 2, Danny Garcia dropped Granados with a lovely counter left hook in an exchange. As we know, Danny Garcia's favoured punch is that counter left hook, and he caught Granados flush. That sent him to the canvas. Granados beats the count, and he fights back hard. But, you know, in fighting back hard and being aggressive, he wound up getting himself dropped again in round 2 with an overhand right. Again, Granados coming forwards, Danny Garcia timing him with that overhand right, and it sent Granados to the canvas. Round 3, Danny Garcia again dominating, switching from body to head, you know, working him over, countering and landing good hard shots. Round 4, again Granados gets dropped for the 3rd time. Danny Garcia has Granados against the ropes and he lands a combination that starts to the body and ends with a short right hand to the head. And the short right hand to the head drops Granados for the 3rd time in the fight. But again, Granados, showing his toughness, he bravely gets up and continues the fight. But again, after round 4, Danny Garcia continues to dominate. He outboxes Granados, he outpunches Granados, he lands the hardest shots, and all in all, he was doing the more quality work. And in round 7, the fight is ended. Again, Granados back against the ropes. Danny Garcia lands a 4-piece combination and the referee jumps in to wave the fight off. Granados was stopped on his feet, but I'll be honest, I think the referee made the right choice in stopping this fight because it was one-sided and Granados was getting caught with several hard shots. He was well behind on the scorecards. He got dropped 3 times. Yeah, I think the referee made the right call in stopping this fight. But I will give credit to Danny Garcia. I felt he looked really good in knocking out Granados. He beat Granados better than anybody. So for that alone, he deserves credit. You know, Granados is a good fringe contender and he can give you problems if you're not on your P's and Q's. But Danny Garcia was certainly on his P's and Q's. And I felt it was a really, really good performance, to be honest with you. And the main area where I was impressed with Danny Garcia was the volume, because in the past, you know, people have kind of said Garcia's volume is too low. He takes too many rounds off. You know, we go back to the Sean Porter fight, for example, the Keith Thurman fight, even fights with the likes of Lamont Peterson and Mauricio Herrera. You know, some of the criticisms were he didn't let his hands go enough, but against Granados, he really did. He had a high punch output. He was landing hard shots constantly. And yeah, I was really impressed with Garcia's work rate against Granados. And hopefully that's something we see going forwards as he steps back up in the welterweight division. But all in all, in my opinion, a really good performance by Danny Garcia. And he lives to fight another day. Who do we want to see Danny Garcia fight next? I mean, is he going to get a title shot? Possibly. If he does, I've not really got any problem with it. But for me personally, as a fan, I would really like to see Danny Garcia versus Sergey Lipinets. Lipinets is coming off a win over Lamont Peterson. To me, that fight makes sense. And Danny Garcia versus Lipinets should be a good stylistic matchup as well. So, for me, I would love to see Danny Garcia fight Sergey Lipinets. But all in all, really good performance by Danny Garcia. I enjoyed his counter punching, his power punching, and I enjoyed the aggression. Share your thoughts below. What did you make of this fight? Peace.